Hey everyone, just wanted to pop in and do another video tutorial for you. This time I'm going to show you how to use PicMonkey. PicMonkey is a really fun, free tool that you can use to make beautiful images that are going to be eye-catching and they're going to pop. They're going to be those scroll-stopping images that you see on social media, right? So it's really, really easy to use, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it so that you can start using it to enhance your social media photos and your social media profile and get even more traction to your social media pages, your challenge groups, or whatever you're trying to promote. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that I can walk you through how to use PicMonkey. As you can see, the website is just PicMonkey.com. It is pretty easy here. Now, I will tell you that I have a paid PicMonkey account. I pay maybe like $10, $12 a month, something like that, for the advanced features. There is plenty that you can do on PicMonkey if you only have a free account, so don't even worry. But if you find that PicMonkey is a tool that you are using on a daily basis, then it might be worth it for you to pay the money and unlock some of the enhanced features. But let's go ahead and show you a couple things you can do here on PicMonkey. One is you can make collages. Now, this is not something that I do very often, but you can choose photos, and just as you would on maybe like PicStitch or Play Post, one of those apps, you can make a collage right on PicMonkey. The most often things that I do are design and edit. So in the design, you can select. Usually there are templates in here. Oftentimes I don't use them. Let me load them up here for you real quick just so you can see. There's all sorts of templates here for things that you can make. You can search based on kind of what you need here. So that is an option. Normally when I'm coming in to design something, I am using a blank canvas. And you have the options here to select different sizes. The most common ones I use are the square and the Facebook cover. So let's just start with the basic square. This is basically what it looks like when you pull up PicMonkey, and you have the option to do as you wish with it. Let's start by adding some color to our canvas. If you just grab the mouse and scroll it through the colors here, you can select any color that you want. These are all more photo editing tools that I don't necessarily use when I'm creating my own image from scratch. But down here is text. And you can see there are tons and tons and tons of text. Anything with a little crown by it, it represents that you have that font if you have the premium membership. Anything without a crown by it is totally free for you to use. So let's add some text. All right, so PicMonkey tutorial. So look, you guys there's so many fonts in here that you can choose from. Some of my favorites. Like this one, nice and thin. Lots of scripts. I use these two scripts pretty often. They're kind of my go-tos. You'll find that you have go-to fonts. These ones are a little bit more fun. I do like Laughing Gull a little bit. All these various fonts here. Look, you can see it goes forever. So you can figure out how to play with that here. So over here is going to be your font editor. Obviously, you can change the color of your font. Pretty much just drag around anything that you think looks good. You can increase the size. Obviously, you can do that here. Sometimes I just type right in there to do it. Center, or you can change the alignment. Flip your words, flip them back and forth. Blend modes. These are just all sorts of different effects that you can put on your text. They don't show up they show up more when you're working with text over an actual photo, as they do here, but just let you know they're there. So we have our font. You can pretty much move it anywhere around the screen. You can just play around with it here. And we'll just put it right up there. So a couple other things that are cool. This little butterfly, these are overlays, and these are basically just shapes and things that you can put onto your image. First thing you can do is you can add your own. So sometimes I'll do this and I will add, let's see, here's a photo of me. I'll just add this one as an overlay. Once again, you see that you can do just about anything with this photo that you add. But in PicMonkey, there's also tons of overlays you can use on your own. Shapes. One of my favorite things to do is use shapes, turn them transparent so that you can kind of highlight something that you're trying to say. Maybe enclose it in a little box here. So actually, let's just do this. Frame this little guy down here. So there you go. That's the overlay. Hearts. And literally with these hearts, you guys, look, you can do anything with them. You can change the color of the outline as well as the inside. And you can put those around. Doodly hearts, these are more like sketchy ones. There's stars, all kinds of different stars in here that you can put. Sometimes what I like to do is maybe stick a star like this and go back to my text, add text, and say that, coming soon. Make it be white, and let's pop it right on there. So you can see how you can layer things here. All sorts of different, I mean, like a mustache. Like really, there's a lot of things in here, to be honest, that I don't use. But if you just scroll through here, you will find so many different tools that you can overlay little clip arts. I also like to come down here to the banners a lot. And I will do this, you know, if I have like, you know, an announcement to make, once again, kind of just doing the same steps that you've seen me do on various other parts of this tutorial here is change the color and then maybe go add a font on top of it, right? So all kinds of banners. Labels. Labels are really fun because these are, once again, if I'm putting a photo on and I want to put an announcement and I want to highlight it, I'll come in here and do it via a label. So all of the labels you have, you can make different shapes. And once again, you can write over top of them. Sometimes I use these ones to highlight something important. So you really just have to kind of get in here and play around with what it is you're looking for, but there's lots and lots and lots you can do as far as the overlays go. Next, the frame obviously means that you have several options here for ways you can frame your photo. Rounded corners. I like the simple edge, the simple edge because it just kind of frames your photo. And I will take and I will change the color of my frame, the thickness of my frame. And you can see that there's actually two colors here, an outer and an inner. And you can change the thickness here. Change the thickness of the blue border. Right? You can have a shadow. It kind of drops a shadow on there. The museum mat is going to make it look like it's framed. The Polaroid, really cool. Makes it basically look like a Polaroid picture. I think these are pretty much all the ones. Everything else looks like you pay for it. But all of these ones you can use to make your photos stand out and pop and look pretty. These are themed. They have various themed things. So let's see, it's coming up on Valentine's Day. All sorts of extra overlays and things like that that are related to Valentine's Day. Heart cutouts. You know, look, you can cut your photo out into the shape of a heart. A lot of times this winter, I was using the Winterland one because you could put like a snowfall effect on your photo. Or the frost. I loved the frosty look. Adding snowflakes and things like that on top of it. Everything was really, really cool. So that's all down here in the themes. Textures, I don't really do too much with textures because you see they kind of really shape shape your photo here, but if this is something that you wanted, just know that it is all here. So as you can see, there's really a lot that you can do. What I'm going to do now is I'm not going to save that. I'm just going to show you real quick, blank canvas, Facebook cover. It gives you your Facebook cover already done. So once again, you're going to go through the same steps. Maybe add some text and format this around, drag it around, make it bigger, change the font, change the color, however you want to do this, right? So you can see that there's really a lot you can do, and you can make a really pretty eye-catching photo, cover photo for your Facebook group, okay? Last thing I want to show you is how to edit a photo. Basically, this is just going to select a photo right off of your desktop. So let's just pull up this one that I had before, and it's going to let me edit it. Now, I've already edited this one, so that's why it has a little bit of a wash look to it, because I was already playing on it. But let's say I wanted to crop the photo so that it's literally like just me. You can crop and apply, and there we go. Now I have an even smaller photo to work with. Now, on something like this, I might come and put an overlay of a label like this. Maybe stick this up here. I know it's kind of over my head a little bit there, but change it to be pink, of course, and throw a text. Just like that. Drag it around. And there you go. You see how you guys kind of get the same gist. You know, it's all the same tools that you have available for you, just using a photo that you have of yourself. So what I really recommend is when you are trying to share motivational quotes or inspirational things that you found on Pinterest, don't just share someone else's photo. Take the extra 5 minutes, use a photo of yourself or a photo that you took. Come in here and PicMonkey and make it pretty. Make it be yours. Make it be unique to you, right? This is obviously a lot more eye-catching to someone than just, a photo that is shared off Pinterest. Don't you want to get your face out there more, as a source of motivation and motivational quotes and inspirational sayings? So using PicMonkey is a great tool to make those photos that are going to not only catch people's eye, but they're going to draw the attention back to you and make you a credible source for providing information for people. So I always, always, always recommend when you are doing a challenge group invitation, a free group invitation, whatever invitation to the coaching opportunity, take a photo of yourself, show yourself in action, and then make it pretty on PicMonkey and use that instead. It tells a lot more emotional side to the story than just sharing random photos that you found online, right? So I think you guys pretty much get the idea. Obviously, when you're done, you want to come up here and click save if it is actually something that you want to save, but I'm not going to do that. And that's kind of how you work PicMonkey, you guys. It's really, really user-friendly. Oftentimes, I think that there's more on there than I even know how to use. Honestly, sometimes I'm on there just playing, and I will stumble across a new overlay or a new font or a new way to do something that I really like. But then again, I will admit that I have my tried and true go-tos. If I need to slap a photo up on Facebook real fast, I know how to come in here, grab a blank canvas, slap a background on it, get one of my preferred fonts, and put something together super, super fast if I need to. But if I have more time, I like to explore and see all the stuff that's actually available on there. So it's just one of those tools that's really, really valuable, but you have to spend some time getting in here, playing around with it, getting comfortable with it. And trust me, the more you get in here and play around with it, the more confident you're going to be, the easier it's going to be for you, and you are going to find that it is a very, very, very valuable tool. So I hope this little tutorial was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, of course, you know how to reach out to me, and I look forward to talking to you soon.